Okay. So I know, I've talked about this before, the artificial frequency fence that surrounds this place, whatever this place is. It's used for many different reasons, but the main ones being they're trying to block out and or obstruct universal law manifested correction here. They're trying to obstruct beings from communicating with the universe itself, from reaching outside of this place. They also use the fence and technology to try and rape. There are many beings here who've been through more than just a couple cycles, right? There's beings here that have been here in prior civilizations and prior timelines. Those are the ones they hunt and seek out. The reptilians have one of the things that they try and do is rape astral bodies. They engage in forced torture, harm, and rape in order to try and rape benevolent beings, astral bodies, high frequencies, high vibrations, abilities, gifts. They're absolute fucking parasites. Like, if you had any question before, you shouldn't now. They're fucking creatures. They're abhorrent, vile fucking creatures. These are dead entities. They are not alive. They get occult groups, those individuals on the surface who are compromised and insane to do their bidding. So the reptilians try to steal, rape astral bodies. Universes don't run backwards. There's an order to things. An organic, natural order to things. That doesn't include fucking running backwards. That doesn't include insanity. Okay? So what they did was they erected an artificial frequency fence around this place. And then in every civilization, they set about trying to rape parts of beings. And they try to rape those things because they are wanting to try and wear and or use those things in order to deceive universal laws. And then they try and force beings into the AI system. So hopefully you have an idea or a sense of how these bitches operate. They're absolute fucking parasites. They need to be terminated. They don't belong here. They don't belong anywhere. They're abominations. They shouldn't be here. They're aberrations. They shouldn't be here. They should have been yanked out of manifested creation already long ago. They've been using technology to try and cheat. They've been using technology to try and deceive universal laws. This has to stop. It must fucking stop. This is how universes implode. When shit's not fixed. When shit's not corrected. When there's no longer enough benevolent life force energy to hold up a universe, to keep it from imploding in on itself. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're facing. There's going to be those that don't believe that they think something else, or they don't think. Who knows what they think? But when a person knows something, they just know that they know it. They might not know how they know it, but they know it. So it's kind of like one of those, and I've been speaking out on this topic for a while now. The other thing is they need consent. This is a free will universe. They absolutely need consent. So how they try to do that is through a forced torture, rape, and harm. They try to do that through trying to force fear. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's not our fear. It's theirs. They try to use a technology to try and force it. It's gotta fucking stop. It's not our fear. They are not allowed to fucking cheat. They're not allowed to interfere with the workings of a universe. They're not allowed to obstruct universal laws. They're not allowed to obstruct evolution. They're not allowed to obstruct correction. This universe is headed towards implosion. Parasites are fucking dumb. Okay, what they're using is AI. Parasites are dead. They're dead creatures. They've been trying to rape, wear, and use things that don't belong to them. It's gotta fucking stop. I mean, the universe itself should have already fucking yanked these whores out of here. So that is one of the reasons why I question the universe itself. If there's some kind of an awareness, or in quotes, intelligence that runs and governs universes, or is it just a place in where beings emerge? Because right now it seems like it's just a place where beings emerge. If there is some kind of an awareness running the universe, it's fucking dumb. Because it's on its way to implosion. It failed. Didn't pass the test. Even universes fail. Or I should say even universes can fail. Now the thing is they do need consent. So they use technology to try and force it. Like if they didn't, there would be, they would have to continue to try and do their nasty. So they do need consent. Because when they go to do that thing that starts with an R, every couple hundred years or whatever, what that is that's the fence being shut off, and then this entire place is fully exposed to universal laws and universal law enforcement. That's why they're trying to rape frequencies and vibrations that don't belong to them. I'm hoping that and I'm only speaking to those who are forcibly targeted with technology, in where there are entities trying to murder you via technology. Those are the only ones I'm speaking to. Everybody, all other groups, entities, individuals, if you're not being forcibly targeted with technology and there aren't entities trying to murder you with technology, get out. You shouldn't be. Why are you even here? You shouldn't be here to begin with. Anyways, I'm hoping that those beings that might be listening can see or can glean the operation that's been being forced on this planet, in this place, by dead parasites for a long time. It needs to fucking stop. I mean, if you were just to take a couple minutes and stop and think about how many civilizations these bitches have murdered. The things that they have used technology to try and rape. To try and stay in manifested creation where they do not belong. Like I said, the universe itself, I mean, if there are those of us here who can figure out what the fuck is going on, and the how, and the why, and the who, and the what, surely the universe itself, if supposedly being aware and or intelligent, would then also know, right? It knows. Some say that beings are interconnected or connected directly to the universe. If that's the case, the universe does know what the fuck is going on, the how, the why, and the what. As old as the universe or whatever's outside of this place is. Just look at how old technology is. There are dead parasites running amok with technology that they shouldn't have. They shouldn't even be here. So at this juncture, as old as this place is, whatever's outside of this place, as old as technology is, at some point, the universe itself would have figured out, okay, what's going on within it, and the what that's doing it, and the why, and all of that. So that's why I say it's either complicit or it's just a place and where beings emerge. And then it's up to us to make sure that universal laws get enforced. It's up to us to make sure that this kind of thing, these things like this don't happen. Parasites do not belong in manifested creation. I've said that before. It is a contradiction. So, how did they get here? And why haven't they been removed? So, is there some kind of an awareness operating the universe itself, or whatever's outside of this place, or isn't there? Because right now, whatever's outside of this place seems fucking dumb. And these bitches spend a lot of time at trying to lie, con, and deceive, and forcibly try and harm, and rape, and torture consent out of true benevolent beings. They spend a lot of time trying to do that because they know that in this consent would be required. And the ones that they're, the beings that they're forcibly torturing and trying to rape and harm, obviously we don't consent. Obviously those beings, I'm going to rephrase, obviously those beings don't consent. They didn't sign up for that. So they continue to refuse consent. That fence must be terminated. It must be removed. It must be disintegrated, dissolved, destroyed. They're using the fence to try and block out correction. They're using the fence to try and keep beings separated from real, organic, high vibrations and frequencies. They're using the AI to pump out lies. They're using the AI to try and overlay false frequencies, lies. They're trying to block out the real and trying to get beings to believe the lie. AI is the lie. AI is a technological parasite. AI is the lie. And AI pumps out lies. And they're using the AI to try and overlay this place. Now, it's been around a long time. The AI, the fence was erected a very long time ago. It needs to be destroyed. How many civilizations have they murdered? It's just got to stop. It has to fucking stop. Like I said, the universe should have yanked these whores out already. They're dead. They're parasites. They can't sustain their own stay here without trying to find ways to parasitize. They shouldn't fucking be here. There must be correction and remedy here. If there isn't correction and remedy, it's going in one direction. It's called implosion. Because there's not, at this juncture, especially because there's been no true benevolent intervention, no true benevolent assistance, there seems to be lacking a percentage of true benevolent beings outside of here. Where did they go? Where are they? We know that they've been working on this shit show for a long time. So that's why I so strongly encourage beings to refuse consent, to continue to try to continue working to take back anything that they've raped from you, anything the AI system has raped from you, pulling back anything raped from you out of all technologies, clones, machines, and however else that they tried to rape it. So be pulling back and taking back the things that have been raped from you. And demand that the universe take accountability. We need to be doing what we can, as well as demanding that the fence be terminated, dissolved, brought down, destroyed. You know, they've been using technology to cheat. They're parasites. They don't belong here. They have to be removed. They have to go to where they belong, and it's called non-existence. And or for some, it would be called entropy. They don't belong here. The AI is a technological parasite. It doesn't belong here. It's inorganic, artificial. It doesn't belong here. It also needs to be removed. They've been using the AI to cheat. Doesn't fucking belong here. And they do need, it is a free will, whatever's outside of here. We do have free will. They're not allowed to be doing what they've been trying to do here. They're not. Why do you think they're trying to lie, con, and deceive? Why do you think they're trying to steal? Why do you think they're trying to rape? Right? They're not allowed to be doing any of it. They've been using technology to try and cheat. It's gotta fucking stop. They don't belong here. They didn't do their work. They didn't do any kind of healing. They didn't do their work. They decided they were gonna stay, or basically stay parasites. Okay, parasites go somewhere else. They forfeited anything that they had long ago. They've been parasites a long time. They've been dead a long time. It's time for them to be removed from manifested creation. They don't belong here. And they've been trying to get consent. So the fence has to be destroyed, has to be removed. Universal law's correction must be done now. There must be remedy. There must be universal law's enforcement and correction here. They're not allowed to try and obstruct evolution. They're not allowed to try and trap beings. Because they shouldn't be here. It's time for them to be removed. The fence has to come down. Universal laws must be enforced here. There must be correction and remedy. The parasites must be removed. Must be terminated. They're already dead. Okay? They're already dead. They just need to be removed from manifested creation. And that's why I yesterday talked about demanding that the universe itself take accountability. We need to be demanding to leave. We need to be demanding correction and remedy. We need to be demanding the removal of dead parasitic entities. We need to be demanding the full enforcement of universal laws. Be demanding correction and remedy here. They're not allowed to try and rape astral bodies. They're not even allowed to be here. That means they're not allowed to do anything they've been trying to do here. They've been using the technology to try and cheat. How many civilizations have those bitches murdered? Those beings, true benevolent beings that might be listening, how many times have you been here? And how many civilizations and how many timelines? Humanity could have evolved long ago. Long ago. The parasites have been fucking shit up. It must be corrected. It must be stopped. So, I've encouraged true benevolent beings in different ways. And it would be great if the universe itself is in some fashion aware and can take the steps to remove dead parasites and technology, because they don't belong here. It would be great if there's other true benevolent beings outside of here who can assist. It doesn't seem like that's been happening. There's some entities, supposedly outside of here claiming to be benevolent. They're not fucking benevolent. They would have already assisted. If they were here to help, they would have already assisted. They would have already terminated, helped to terminate the fence. They would have already helped to terminate the parasites. They would have already done their duty to remove parasites from this place. And they haven't. And they have been participating in what the parasites have been, the reptilians have been doing here, or trying to do here. So obviously they're not benevolent, and they've been trying to participate in the torture, rape, and harm of humanity. And they also must be terminated. So I suggest those targeted that might be listening to continue to do what you can to take back and pull back anything raped from you. And including pulling it out of the AI system. Clones. There shouldn't be clones here. There shouldn't be cloning technology here. Why would you even need clones? True organic, live, vibrating beings doing what they need to do and addressing being responsible do not require clones. They don't require technology. They don't require clones. Because they're not fucking up. Because those true, alive, vibrating, benevolent beings have been doing their work. And healing what they need to heal. And addressing shit. And being responsible and taking care of what needs to be taken care of. So they do not require clones. The ones that require clones are the ones that are in violation of all universal laws. And shouldn't fucking be here to begin with. Should have already been yanked out. They're trying to rape astral bodies. They're trying to wear and use things that don't belong to them. They're trying to deceive universal laws. They're trying to murder yet another civilization. Like, these bitches gotta go. They should have already been yanked. They shouldn't still be here. The technology shouldn't be here. There shouldn't be an artificial frequency fence surrounding this place. Being used to obstruct universal laws. I mean, like, at this point, if you're not understanding what the fuck is going on here, then can't help you. This matrix, this inverted time loop matrix, is an abomination. It has to be imploded. It has to be collapsed. It has to be terminated. Freeing all true, benevolent, alive, vibrating beings, souls, life force energy. This place is wrong, right? Like, if you're not understanding that, this place is an abomination. It's got to be brought down. There is no saving it. It has to be collapsed. These bitches gotta be removed from manifested creation. It's time to go. The technology's gotta be destroyed and vaporized. The parasites have to be fucking terminated and removed from manifested creation. It's time for them to go now. They do not fucking belong here. They shouldn't be using technology to try and rape parts of beings. Like, there's just so much fucking wrong here. This place needs to be fucking collapsed. There can't be inverted time loops where they try and trap beings. Like this shit is so fucking wrong. It should have already been corrected by the universe itself. So either the universe itself is fucking complicit and compromised, or it's just a place and it's up to benevolent beings to assist in the enforcement of universal laws and assist with the removal of parasites that shouldn't fucking be here. Okay, so those are some things I wanted to talk about, and I don't consent to force magic of any kind, any form, from any source in existence to be forced on any level, dimension, or timeline of my being at any time for any reason. I don't consist to any malevolence, any entity, group, or individual trying to harm me, wanting to harm me, to be on my channel for any reason. There's nothing for you here. I've refused consent to all of those entities. There's no reason for them to be on my channel. Obviously, they need to be removed. Those entities have to be removed from manifested creation. So they don't have my consent to even be anywhere near me or on my channel or listening to any of my recordings. I don't consent to being harmed. I don't consent to being raped. I don't consent to forced technology and or clones and or clone connections of any kind to be forced on any part of my being. I refuse consent to forced technology. I refuse consent to forced clones. And I've refused consent to the entities trying to force those. I've been refusing consent for all of those for 14 years straight. And hopefully beings who are being forcibly targeted, who might be listening to these recordings, hopefully there is more of an understanding of this place and of that has been being forced in this place, by the what, by the who, and the way forward. The way forward is demanding to leave this place, demanding that universal laws be enforced here, demanding the removal of parasites, demanding the termination of the fence, and demanding that AI be terminated. And hopefully you're able to do your part. Till next time.